Hi, my name is Sammy Hixson and my husband is Zach Hixson, and we are the parents of a rainbow baby. A rainbow baby is the baby that you have after you lose a child, and it's called a rainbow baby just like a rainbow comes after rain. It's the calm after the storm and the beauty and the blessing that comes after you go through a hard trial like losing a child. Back in 2015, my husband and I found out that we were having twins. It was surreal. It was an awesome feeling, and I remember my husband didn't talk to me for like 4 hours because he was so surprised. A couple months later, at our 20-week ultrasound, when we found out they were boys, they also told me that it looked like I was about to go into labor. After they were born, I got to hold them, and Zach got to hold them, and we could hear them cry, and they lived for a couple of minutes, and it was amazing to know that I was a mother now, and I had a family. Even though it was for a couple minutes, it was hard. It was really hard to accept that something that we had been waiting so long for wasn't in our reach anymore. It was hard to go home empty-handed from the hospital knowing that we had a nursery and baby clothes and a different plan than what was actually happening. The reason that I was able to get through something like that was because of my husband. He's amazing, and he's a rock, and he would just comfort me when I needed it, and he knew when to let me cry, and he knew the right words to say, and he just somehow got me through it. I hope I did the same for him. After we had come home from the hospital and things got settled down, I really felt this strong desire to take care of something. I just needed something to nurture and to help grow. After talking it over with my husband, we decided to get a dog. It's one of the better decisions that we've made together. We found the perfect dog that gave me something to kind of focus on. She was a therapy that helped me cope with the loss. We knew that we wanted to have another baby. We just weren't sure when, if my body could handle it, or, recovery time. There were a lot of factors that were weighing on us in terms of having another baby. And I started to see a specialist who told me to wait a year. I went home and I talked to my husband and said, this is what he told me. He told me to wait a year. And both of us just knew that was too long. And it was hard to deal with the thought of going against what a doctor says versus how I was feeling. We decided to go against what the doctor had said, and we got pregnant 4 months after we had lost our twins. Everyone's experience is different, and you should do what you feel is right, but also definitely take into consideration your doctor's advice, and this just happens to be our story and what we felt. After losing a child and then becoming pregnant again, it was so mentally challenging to not live in fear every day that something was going to go wrong. And it's hard to live that way for 9 months, but man, it's worth it. And then 13 months after losing my twins, we were blessed with Kate, my little rainbow baby. Our first night home from the hospital, Kate cried the whole night long. She screamed and screamed, and Zach and I were both terrified. Like, is this what did we do? Why did we sign up for this? We were just sleep deprived and scared, and it literally took all night long. And the sun came up, and as soon as it got light out, Kate gave me this perfect little smile, and I took a picture of it. Then she fell right to sleep. Just that little smile gave me a new hope and a realization that, wow, this baby really is my calm after the storm. She's my rainbow. It's my favorite picture, and it always brings me comfort knowing that no matter what hard things are going on, that these kids are what makes me happy. Since Kate was born, we decided to add another little double rainbow baby to the family, and and his name is Parker. He is another bundle of joy that just shines just as bright as Kate does. We love him so much. It's interesting to think about life, and they wouldn't have come to me as soon as they did had my twins not passed away. But also being accepting of the fact that that did happen, and now I have 2 more beautiful babies, is something that I will forever be grateful for. For those of you who are wondering how you can support someone who maybe has an experience similar to mine, my advice would be to just let them know how much you love them and that you're there for them. Just saying I love you, seriously, it helps so much, and it's the support of family and friends that really can make or break a person. For those of you who might be going through an experience that's similar to mine, I just want to say to you that you can do this. I know that when we deal with child loss, you put the blame on yourself, and I want you to know that it is not your fault, and you will get through this. That there is a light at the end of a tunnel, and there is a rainbow after the storm, and I know you can do it.